Ikea releases some new products that DJs are sure to love, Serato Sample officially gets released, and some updates to the Soundcloud situation. Find out more coming up. Thank you for watching PDot TV, where you find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. Now let's get into the video. The PDot shelving system has been a staple in many a studio for both DJs and producers for years. And in fact, my DJ setup is actually on PDot shelves right now. A few years ago, the PDot was discontinued and replaced with the KLAX series, which was very similar, but had a little bit more slimmed down outer bezels. Both the PDot and the KLAX were loved by DJs, not only for their clean design, but because you could fit full 12-inch vinyl in the cases and sleeves and put them on display and have all your stuff out to not only make it a functional piece in your studio, but make it kind of like a piece of art as well. Now, it looks like Ikea is adding another range that you could fit 12-inch vinyl to their line, and they're calling it the Ikea. I like this because you can have multiple colors. You're not stuck with the usual options of white, black, brown, wood color, and you can add an extra pop of color to your studio. And it looks like it's going to be modular. Looks like you can mix and match different shelves and have different configurations and make some kind of like 8-bit kind of art with the shelving if you're willing to put out enough money to fill an entire wall up. So look out for the Ikea shelving. I know that I'm going to be, and I'm looking to add another shelving system in my studio as well. I was thinking about getting another KLAX, but I want to check out the Ikea and see exactly how it's built, the build quality and how it looks, and the color options to see if I'm going to get that one instead. Recently, Serato announced that Serato Sample is finally out of beta. Now this product can finally be purchased, and also what's cool about that is they've renewed the 30-day free trial. So if you're part of the private beta and you got that 30-day free trial to kind of mess around with it, and you were kind of on the fence whether you wanted to pick it up or not, now that it's out of beta and officially released, you can get another 30 days to try it out and make sure it is a piece of software that you want to add to your studio. I found the creative possibilities of Serato Sample pretty interesting, from pitching up different slices and the auto BPMing it does and the analyzation it does that's borrowed from Serato DJ made it really easy to drop in a sample, chop it up real fast, rearrange it, and have it saved as MIDI when you're making a beat. It's really cool, especially if you're using a DAW that's not Ableton Live, that kind of makes these kind of functions pretty easy. Something like Logic or something like FL Studio. Chopping up and manipulating samples in Serato Sample is a lot easier and a lot more fun, and the creative possibilities are almost endless. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit up Serato's website. I'll go ahead and leave a link down below as well. Grab Serato Sample and at least try it for 30 days and see if you're interested in that product. I know that I'm going to download it again and definitely go through those 30 days and play around with it a little more. So I suggest you do the same. These past few weeks have been pretty hectic for SoundCloud, from laying off over 40% of their staff to coming down to having enough funds to only operate for another 50 days, and now it looks like their savior is Chance the Rapper. Who would have thought? He stepped in on Twitter saying how important that SoundCloud really was and got on the phone, according to Twitter, with SoundCloud and their staff and the leadership they had there and kind of worked out a deal, and now SoundCloud is funded indefinitely. We'll see how this really plays out. Even though that SoundCloud is funded and it's here to stay for now, there's still a lot of issues that I have and many creators have with SoundCloud, from not being as usable on the mobile app when they updated it, lost a lot of functionality. A lot of things that you used to be able to do, they took away to make it easier for the listener. But as far as creators were concerned, a lot of us thought we were screwed. We weren't able to reply to comments or check certain stats, things like that. It really stripped down the app and really made SoundCloud a lot less usable for creators. All the way to, copyright infringement strikes and how that whole ordeal is handled with SoundCloud. There's a bunch of issues that I hope that get worked out. I'm happy that it got funded, but part of me is kind of sad as well, because with SoundCloud shutting down, it kind of forced everyone to move to another platform or a new platform. And left room for new platforms to emerge and maybe be even better than SoundCloud. But I'm happy for all the creators that have a giant fan base on SoundCloud and their content's still there and will still remain up. I just hope that SoundCloud really takes its time to improve their platform and listen to creators and listen to our gripes and really fix a lot of the issues that have been going on with SoundCloud for years now. It used to be a great place, a place where you could post up any music or mixes and have the freedom and know that your stuff would be up there for people to listen to. and more as the years went on, things got kind of stripped down, stripped away, more bureaucracy. A lot of things changed at SoundCloud and the platform really shifted. So I really hope we can find a middle ground. I know it's not going to go back to where it was in the beginning when that entire freedom that SoundCloud had, but I hope we can definitely find somewhere in between where it is now and where it was before that creators and listeners alike and the business behind SoundCloud can be happy with. So that's the news for this week. So question of the day, are you interested in checking out Serato Sample, especially with that 30-day free trial? Go ahead and leave that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, if you found this video useful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click right here to subscribe. Or if you'd like to watch more content, go ahead and click on that video right there. And thank you for watching PDot TV, where you find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. See you next time.